We'll talk a little bit about the conference championships last week. I saw your comments over the weekend, and not the results you wanted, but
no, definitely not. Yeah.
Good thing is the season continues for West Regional. So, from what you've learned at the conference, what will you guys do in the next couple weeks in preparation?
We'll just do some. I feel like the biggest problem we had this weekend. I mean, the heat was a factor, definitely, especially in the women's race. But it was hot for everyone. But the biggest problem we had, I think, is just the environment that I tried, purposely to kind of set up for everyone to kind of get people into what I thought was going to be the right mental frame of mind was not right, definitely. And I feel like I'm responsible when anytime when that many people run that poorly. Obviously something big has gone wrong, and so that's my responsibility to put them in a better frame of mind. And so we'll change some things. I've talked to most of the athletes one-on-one since then. Got some ideas, had some ideas going into it. So we'll change a few things, not big changes, but I was trying something new and it didn't work. So we'll do a more traditional preparation for the regional championships, and everyone's, including myself, confident that we'll do better.
When you're facing with the top teams from the West trying to earn that trip, the nationals.
Yeah.
Obviously it's difficult, and how many athletes move on to nationals, but kind of talk about obviously there's the best athletes, but how difficult is it to go from regionals to the next level?
Yeah, I mean that's it's very challenging, especially in this region. This is arguably one of the strongest, maybe 2 or 3 regions in the nation. Last year on the women's side, it worked out just because of the way that the process works. There were 6 teams that went, and that was probably fair because 5 of those finished in the top 10. Maybe they should have taken more. On the men's side, there were only 3 teams that qualified. That was in part because of the way that the new process works, and we kind of got a disadvantage because Simon Fraser had a really good competition at regionals, and that sort of punished some teams that they beat. It's never going to leave. That process is never going to leave behind the team that's going to win the national championship. Is it going to get the best 32 teams every year? Probably not. But it definitely means that if we're in our region, you've got to be really good to get to the national championship.
Do you feel like on the men's side or women's side that you have the athletes that can make it to the next?
I'd say this year we have some individual athletes. Certainly, any of our top 3 women, Tatiana or Kaylee or Kassir, that has a good day. That day is probably capable of getting into the at least in the conversation. On the men's side, it's less likely. Although who knows what Daniel Tull it was one of the few bright spots this last weekend. Who knows how much better he's going to run, but he's probably not. Doesn't have that on his radar.
All right. Anything else you'd like to add?
No. Just glad, like you said, glad that the season doesn't end with the conference championships, and confident that we'll do better. Be much cooler weather.
Yes.
The other extreme.